Hey, Susan, did you go to the open house yesterday?
It was really good.
Yeah.
Some people played the organ, which was open to the public, whoever
Oh,
wanted to
nice.
play, and some were very talented. So
Hmm.
it was very nice. And then they talked about how um, Bob Dilworth gave a speech on how he got this organ from Philadelphia, from the Boyd Theater, he said, that he brought here to Delaware, and how that all went down. And that was interesting. And then Dick Smith was there to entertain for an hour. He was fabulous.
And he only played for an hour?
I know. Hour and 5 minutes.
Was that
Give you more.
Phoenixville?
You always get more.
Yeah, Dickinson. Yeah.
Oh, the Dickinson organ. Okay.
Got it.
This man, people joke that he does a 3-act concert. The first 2 acts are music. The third act is breakfast. And he plays so long that people have a midnight breakfast there. But they said no more midnight breakfast.
Well, I've heard if you go to Bulgaria, they have weddings that could last a whole week. Here's Dwayne.
Wayne, are you outdoors?
You're on mute, Dwayne. You're on mute.
I don't know if he talked.
I'm sorry. We got a brand new computer. I'm trying to get all set up here and install apps and so on. So
Well, we like the outdoor scenery is very
you
good.
like that?
Yes, you can
Well,
serenade the trees and the flowers.
Let me show you something. All this behind me, from just beyond these trees, was where the path of the tornado that went through Horsham is.
Wow.
Ah.
The tornado was 3,500 feet wide,
Whoa.
and it decimated thousands of trees and ripped roofs off of houses and everything. We escaped just by the hair of our chinny chin chin.
Wow. I saw it on the news. That was awful.
Oh, yeah. And it started in the next township in Upper Dublin, actually on the other side of the turnpike, the south side of the turnpike from us in the Fort Washington State Park. Then it jumped over the turnpike, and then it came down again just beyond Pennsylvania Avenue, which is the entrance to the Fort Washington exit of the Pennsylvania Turnpike at Route 309. From that point, it went north 8 miles, and it just tore out everything you remember as foliage. There's no foliage left at all for 8 miles. It looks now, after the tree trimming crews, and I'm listening to cacophony of chainsaws now for the past 16 days of them cutting up down trees. And I couldn't even get an accordion outside to play because of all the noise. It was awful. The only time they would stop is in the dead of night.
Well, thank God you're okay. Your family too?
Yeah, well, the family's good and all that. I'm going to try and increase my volume.
You muted again.
Hear you.
There we go. Now I'm unmuted. I'm trying to get used to this brand new iMac that my son helped me purchase. And it's a huge screen. It's a two-foot screen that I'm projecting all of this to you for. So basically today, I have brought out both of my accordions for you.
Ah.
So
Play
you
them at the same time.
You have some classical, if you like, on a converter freebase, and then some popular music on the Stradella. And both of them are wooden accordions, and both made it for a Victoria Accordion Factory. Took 3 years to build both of them.
Wow.
Did anybody
Looking
ever
forward
write-
to that.
Oh yeah, so am I.
I'm curious if anybody ever wrote a four-handed accordion piece.
There you go. Something new.
Yeah.
Chopsticks.
Exactly. I see Mr. Bob Shoemaker in the background there and others.
Yeah,
Welcome to you.
and my wife just cut my hair.
Wonderful.
And she used scissors. They were so bad, it was getting to look a little like you, Dwayne, before you had the haircut.
Exactly. I was going to say that when I had the knit cat.
She couldn't use the shears. She used scissors. She actually used scissors, and I was pretty impressed.
Bob, you would have been in business with me earlier today. As you're looking here at my lawn and so on, I mowed 7 acres this morning, and I also cut all the hedges with hedge trimmers. So the hedge trimmers were all nice and sharpened for you if you had wanted a haircut. I'm good at box cuts. Brand new iMac by Apple with a 24-inch screen, and that's it.
Yeah, I just bought a new Mac. I got a 27-inch, and they're excellent.
Let me go grab the other accordion. I'll be right back.
Hey.
Ladies, now men compare the size of their screens these days. So how's the grandson, Susan?
Yeah, he's fine. He's downstairs, and that's why I'm upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
There's more room up here right now.
Okay, cool.
He's taken over the living room.
Yep. You play accordion for him?
I haven't, unless they bring him up, or maybe he'll hear it. He may be on the verge of a nap too, so I don't know.
Okay.
But we were serenading him before with lots of instruments, tambourines, and kalamata. Was it
Kalamata?
that African instrument where you pluck
Oh,
it
yeah.
with nails? There's nails there.
Yeah.
I forgot how you say that word. It's on the back of the instrument. That's how I remembered what it's called. And a glockenspiel I gave my daughter.
Ooh,
I had a glockenspiel. I gave that to her.
nice.
Yes, we're bringing him up with music as much as we can.
Well,
That's a good thing.
that's the way people were brought up in Eastern Europe. They were
Yes.
around music all the time.
Yes.
They're singing as they worked, whistling, listening. Yeah, there were lullabies. Yeah.
I was in Europe and in Italy. They play this symphonies outdoors that perform for the public free.
Yes.
And every restaurant may have music acts for the family too. And we should do that here in America, have more music in restaurants. But of course, there's a pandemic on. That'll put a stopper on that one.
They should use.
We'll have a
outdoor
flash mob.
Yeah, an accordion flash mob.
All right. It'd be the first. We should.
Okay, Susan, do you want to say anything to start us off?
Just welcome everybody. Some people can't be here today with us, but I'm glad everyone that I see is here with us. So enjoy this weather, and we're still continuing on Zoom right now. We're not returning to the building yet. We'll wait till times are better. This is safer for everyone. So on that note, enjoy and we'll play. Is Dwayne going first?
Yeah, it looks like he is.
Okay. Take it away, Dwayne.
I was thinking of trying to start out with a little bit of Franz Schubert, if I can get the bass section working here. So just bear with me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Thank you.
Just one quick funny story, if I could tell everyone. When my mom was in school, they had her learn that song and they put some words to it. And the words are, "This is the symphony that Schubert never finished." And that's how you remember that.
That's correct. That's correct. So that's one of the songs that I've reissued back into my brain again after 50 years of not playing. And I think we also recognized probably the last time or the time before we met that this year it would be the Beethoven's 250th anniversary of his being. So with that, we go.
Bravo.
So I'll switch over to Stradella real quick.
This is wonderful being outdoors. This is great.
This reminds me of the movie Immortal Beloved about Beethoven.
Okay. Little fascination for you. One more to leave you, and we'll go with the Penthouse Serenade.
Bravo.
Thanks again.
Bravo. Thank you.
So just some comments. There was a movie called Immortal Beloved about Beethoven, and I highly recommend it because it helps put his music in context of his life, even though some things may have been dramatized more than we know, but still, it's a great movie about the emotional content of Beethoven's music. And that song Fascination, I first heard it on an Alan Sherman record. The title is Automation. It was automation, I know, that was making the factory go. And he talks about a univac, and it's funny.
That's great.
Yep. Okay, Susan, who's next?
Who wants to
Mr.
go?
de Blasio in yet?
He didn't check in. So he's not here that I see.
Okay.
You want me to go next? I'll be short. Okay, here we go. Ah. Okay. I picked out some Jewish songs today because I sent some to Jeff in Minnesota, and he wanted to learn some of those. So I thought he'd be on today, but he's actually here in Delaware. And that would be nice, but he didn't bring his accordion with him. That was too much luggage. But hopefully I'll play these songs, and then he could play the recorded version later and hear everything. Okay. This is a Freilich, and this is a song you'd hear at a wedding. Okay. Okay. And the next song I pulled out is called a polka mazurka, and this is a Russian-Polish dance. And this might be familiar to some of you. I hope I can play it. That is familiar to me too. That's it. Thank you. I remember my grandfather said he danced to that as a young man. So it's a nice memory to keep. Although I didn't see him dancing. Okay, this next one is a horror song, Hora Hadera, an Israeli dance. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Okay, this is another song, an Israeli dance also called Rad Halila. Here we go.
Yay!
Yay. Makes you want to kick up your toes.
I just need a beach umbrella. It's really getting hot here in the sun.
Okay, and I have not done this for a long time, so I'll end with my Edith Bunker song. By the way, Glenn Miller played songs that made the hit parade. Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days. And we knew where you were then. Girls were girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. Didn't need no welfare state. Everybody pulled his weight. Chiaro, LaSalle, and Gray. Those were the days. Thank you. Okay, next.
Thank you, Susan. So that song Rod Halayla, our klezmer band is going to be playing that next the Tuesday after next, because that is a Jewish holiday called Simchas Torah, and that is when this year we just watched the rabbi dance around with the Torah, but in previous years everybody dances with the rabbi and all the Torahs.
I see you just had Yom Kippur a couple of days ago, huh?
Yes, we just finished Yom Kippur.
And the other thing is, my wife and I, every year we go to the Playhouse. The last couple of years with the pandemic, they had good shows. They're doing Fiddler on the Roof this year.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, early next year, I think it is, you know. But they do essentially, I would say, Broadway level shows. I mean, excellent shows. Okay, I'm going to go next. Okay,
Go for it.
before we run out of time. Dick Contino's idol, if you were wondering who his idol was Ernie Felice. And if you get on YouTube, you can catch some already unbelievable, beautiful sound. He had clarinet, guitar, bass, and the accordion. And they did with the Pied Pipers, they did the first version of Dream, a beautiful song, beautiful tune back in the late 40s. But what I'm going to do now is I set the accordion up with clarinet on top and bassoon reed on bottom. And I'm going to play 8 measures of a song that's called Memories of You. It's a Benny Goodman tune. And it's an unusual song. When I heard it the first time, I had to find out why it sounded so unusual. On the ascending, 4 measures going up, every two beats, the chord changes chromatically. When it gets up and it descends, it changes every 2 beats chromatically. So it starts in E flat, and every 2 beats it changes. Beautiful sound. Memories of You, and then I'll go into Dream.
Beautiful.
And a
Wow.
beautiful
Wow.
song.
Yes.
My old accordion teacher would have loved that. He used to do that on the Cordovox.
Yeah, that's a beautiful song. You don't hear it very often. But get on YouTube and listen to the Pipe Poppers and Ernie Felice. You will be amazed at the sound that Ernie Felice could get with the accordion and clarinet. I mean, it's sort of that sound, but when I played in a band, the clarinet player and I did that song in unison. Now I changed keys at the end, like Tony Lavello. Tony
Yes.
Lavello was very big in going from A to E flat, and then when he went to the new key, he used the Ray Conniff bass, and the Ray Conniff bass is, and he played Twilight Time with that Ray Conniff bass. Okay, now the next tune, the guys from New Jersey aren't coming anymore. I gotta give them a call.
I'll send
But
them.
Jerry, the Italian guy, go over there. He knew all the good Italian stuff was going
Well,
on.
Bob, the
And,
fellow I was
and
talking about that was my teacher was the accordionist at the Latin Casino in New Jersey, and he played duets quite often with Frank Morocco on the Long Island clubs.
well, Frank Morocco was out in Vegas for about 4 or 5 years before he passed away, and he was quite an effective guy. But if you ever heard him talk, I mean, it's unbelievable. The guy sounded like a woman. He had a high pitched voice. He almost started laughing. I had a conversation with him. I had a friend from California out in the San Francisco area, and he took lessons from Frank Morocco. So he introduced me to Frank, and I started talking to him, and he started chatting with me. It was unbelievable. He had this high pitched.
Well, the funny thing that you say that, Bob, is when I'm talking about my teacher playing with Frank Morocco, that's back in the 50s and the 60s. And I was taking lessons from him from 1963 to 67. And he was still playing actively at the Latin Casino and also Radio City Music Hall. And Frank Mulletier was his name. He had a stammering issue. And when you put Frank and Frank together, it was like, oh my gosh.
But they were both outstanding musicians.
Oh, my beautiful.
But anyhow, Jerry, the fellow from Jersey, if you remember, played by ear, Italian guy. And I happened to mention to Jerry, I said, I have a couple Italian gigs this year. I had an outdoor Italian party where a guy, he cooked minestrone in a big cauldron, and he does it every 2 years. So I had that coming up, and then I had a wedding, a large wedding, I'm talking about over 100 people, and they hired me to do the cocktail hour. They actually heard me at this cauldron guy's house. There's your better half out there.
Yeah, this
Hi,
this
how
is
are you?
her. Bend down a little so they can see your
Hi.
face.
How are you?
How you doing? Did you cut
This is the
Dwayne's
one that
hair
puts up with
finally?
me.
And how are
My
you?
wife cut mine with scissors, and I hope
They
you
remember
get-
when I had the long hair.
Oh, yes. What a mess.
But anyhow, Jerry, he said, you gotta know Shitaro Romana. I said, Shitaro Romana? He said, Roman guitar. You gotta know that. He says, those people, that's Italian people. So I said, yeah, I played it. I said, but I never really learned it. So I went back and I learned it. I played this cocktail session. They had a bar down at the end, and I started strolling around the end, and I got to the end. The guy says, can you play Shitaro Romana? So bump, I played it, I said, boy, Jerry really hit that on the head. I got halfway down. Some guy says, Roman guitar. So I played it. I got around the thing 3 times. I had 3 requests for Roman guitar. So I'm going to do that for you.
Did it justice.
Fabulous.
Three requests. It's unbelievable. I never had a chance to tell Jerry he didn't come to the meetings after night. I hope he's still okay. Hope he's still in good shape. You know, he was always a pleasure to listen to. He enjoyed the accordion so much. Okay, the next song, I Love Lucy. Pat had it on the other day. You know, they still have the reruns. And did you ever watch I Love Lucy years ago? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyhow, I always liked when Arnez had the band on, you know, the Babalu, you know, and he had the band, and he did this next song a couple times, and he even sang it. And soon as I heard it, I said, "Geez, I got to learn that song," you know. So I did. Cumba, 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 chero, chero. Cumba, 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 chero, chero. Babalu.
You know, the only time we
They
heard
still
that,
have the reruns of that on, you know.
well, whenever we heard El Cumbachero, it was on Ed Sullivan when they were spinning the plates.
Yes. Yes, I remember that.
That's when we had El Cumbachero.
Yeah. Well, Mary's not on, but she might watch. I hope she's in good shape, and she's going to watch the rerun of this. So I'm going to have to put my mask on, and I'll finish with that.
Well, before you do that, and I forget, somebody old timer said to say hello to all of yous. And I just spoke with her last week, Joanna Darrow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Said to
yeah.
say hi to everyone.
Okay.
She's still in. Are they still in business up
Oh,
there?
yes. Oh, yes. She's very much at it. She's
Yeah.
taking care of the whole thing all by herself, and she's asking for any help she can get. So,
They have enough students to keep it alive.
oh, yes. Oh, yes. She's busy.
Yeah.
Very busy
Let me
person.
put my mask on. If you learn to play this song, Dwayne, and you do a good job on it, I'm going to buy you one of these masks.
Okay.
The thing is, with that mask, you can't look at the keys. You got to make sure you can find them.
It's funny you say that about the mask, because when I play the song "Isn't She Lovely," I put on my dark shades.
Yeah, I did that the other week. I like Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah,
The Stevie Wonder songs are
great
really.
music.
The guy was a genius,
He was.
Yeah.
Yes.
But at any rate, maybe Mary will watch the rerun of this, and she'll. We have any more players?
Eric, how about you?
Yeah, how about it, Eric?
Yeah,
Either you
I
or
have-
Lisa. Lisa's hiding in the dark
Yeah,
there.
she always hides her video. I have a video to play while I strap on my accordion. So we're gonna hear from Duke Ellington. Hold on.
That was great. What was that blowing instrument you're playing?
That's called an iwi, an electronic wind instrument. So it generates MIDI into a computer, and then I was actually playing the computer sound on an Apple IIc, an old Apple. So what I'm gonna try now is the Shoemaker medley.
Ah. I was going
So,
to say, Eric, can you get a bass size of that instrument so you sound like Cleo P?
well, it has an octave roller, so if you roll your thumb down, you can play bass notes. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
It's a Yamaha EWI USB.
Pretty crazy.
Okay. Yeah. So the story behind these Shoemaker tunes is that back in the days of the 1800s, each profession would occasionally contract to have songs made for their profession, and they would play them at company meetings or whatever. And so this is the shoemaker, or the Schuster, the Yiddish word for shoemaker songs. And these come from Moshe Beregovsky, an ethnomusicologist who traveled around Russia and Belarus collecting music on wax cylinders in the 20s through the 40s. So I'm going to try this. The Shoemaker melody. Medley. It's 3 Shoemaker songs. Okay. Thank you. So what's interesting about it is the first two are in minor and the third one is in major. And I transposed them so they all fit together into a medley.
Oh.
Okay, now I'm going to try a Romanian hora. C, D. Let's see. Yeah, okay.
Bravo.
Thank you. I can't play Romania, but Susan gave me the music, so maybe one day I'll figure out. Romania.
I like the part goes fast too. There's a fast part in there.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more, a Kola Mikey. was running out of keys here. Like there's some lower and higher notes I couldn't get on this little guy. So, thank you.
I'm going to have to break away. I've got another event to go to, but it was great talking to all of you.
Thank you for playing and
Yeah,
enjoy
thank you
your
so much,
beautiful
Dwayne.
yard.
Okay, thank you. It's always a pleasure having
Thank
you.
you.
God bless you. And also pass along to Mr. de Blasio a big hi.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Bye
Dwayne.
now.
Okay.
Okay, Susan, do you
And
have anything else?
We'll say goodbye to everybody and thanks for coming.
Yep.
Next month is Oktoberfest. If you like polkas or anything you like, just come on and play.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Be safe,
Everybody did a
everybody.
nice job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Nancy.
thank you. Thank you, Eric.
Thanks, Bob, Susan.
Thank
Have a good
you.
night.
Thanks, Eric.